you can understand how this indicator works so that you can pick your signals yourself just by looking at the charts. So in MACD, we'll be looking at the death cross and also the golden cross. Now, the golden cross can be used in spot and also futures. Okay, so the golden cross has to do with a coin going up. It's saying, the indicator is saying that this coin is going to go up, it's going to be bullish. So you can use it for spot. If you're a spot trader, okay, you take your 1% and leave. It's mostly for scalping. If you are trading the futures market, you can use it for long. Okay, that's the golden cross. Now the death cross is only used in futures, meaning you are saying that, or the indicator is saying that that coin is going to go down. So we are going to be identifying most of all this. I don't know if we can get a very good example so that we can use, so that I can use to explain. But before we, okay, so this, what's the name? ETH. Oh, really? If I cannot get, Leader George, please, if you can help me also. Okay, so let's work with this one. I think this, let me screenshot it before it leaves me. Okay, so what we have here is what we call the histogram. These are what we call histogram. Okay, so histogram are, these are histogram, the one that has, that looks like a graph, okay, that shows, that's my pencil. Find my pencil. So let me screenshot. These stuffs are histogram, okay? And it also shows like red candles, small red candles, and also green candles. You know, it's like a graph. So that's what is called the histogram. Now, the histogram has what we call the zero line. There's a line there. You might not be able to see it. It's faint, just between the middle. It's very, very faint, but that is what is called the zero line. Okay, just in between the red graph and the green graph. It is called the zero line. So let's say, for example, we want to look out for a golden cross. Okay, a golden cross is suggesting, this is actually a good example of a golden cross. I don't know what's wrong with my phone today. Okay, great. My pencil is here. This is actually an example of a golden cross. Okay, now a golden cross happens when this, you see this yellow line. This yellow line has to come and they have to kiss. Okay, they have to kiss. That's why you hear when we say, oh, it has crossed, it has not crossed. This yellow line has to, is supposed to be shooting upwards, the way it's doing like this. Okay, and then it kisses the purple line. Let me see if I can use the colors. Okay, let me change. Let me see if we have yellow here. I think we should have yellow. Okay, so something like this. All right, and the purple, I don't have, okay, I think I have purple. And the purple also, okay, there's blue. they should kiss. They should not cross. The way it is like this is a clear example of a golden cross. This is a clear example of a golden cross here. If you also notice, whenever a golden cross happens, the market is mostly bullish. Let's check past data. You see from here, let me show you from here. This is a golden cross. This exactly is a golden cross. And you can see that after they kissed, not French kiss, they just touched their self over here, this angle here, just this angle here, the way it is. You can see that it became bullish. You can see from here that it became bullish. If you also go and check again, if you also check past, you'll notice here also that the golden cross, though this one is not really, it's not really clear. That's why you can, if you notice, it's just a bit of, a bit of bullish graph. It's not really defined. If you see a very nice one that is coming underneath, it has to go below the zero line. Okay, it has to go below. You see this one now, this one is very beautiful. This one is defined, this one that happened here is also defined. My phone today. So we have another one here, right here. Discard all this stuff. Just look at the way they touch their self. The yellow is coming down and it meets the purple or pink. That is what is called a golden cross, but it must be below the zero line. There is a line here that, like I said, it's very faint, but just in the middle of the graph, there's a line here. So a golden cross happens when the two, that's the signal line and the MACD line, they kiss. All right, so you can say that that is a golden cross, but it happens down. Now, same, but it happens at the top. Same thing, it goes above the zero line, but at the top. So let's look for an example of a dead cross. This we have looked at a golden cross. This is how a golden cross should look like. It's coming from the bottom. And also, if you notice here, also here, oh, it has left. But if you notice, there was like a greenish graph trying to form over here. I believe when it is very defined, it will happen. Then you notice maybe a greenish graph starts to, like maybe one or two starts to pop out. Then you know that this coin is going to go up, like it has met the MACD, and afterwards you can go to your trade and set with the MACD. So let's look for a death cross. Let's look for an example of a death cross. If anyone sees an example of a death cross, this one now, it has already crossed. Okay, it has already crossed. If this part was not there, then yes, it is a dead cross. And you notice that even as it has crossed, it is already forming a red candle. And also, if you check here too, there's a red candle. That's dead cross. But you want to look for the one that has not crossed, so that you will, like, you want to enter it early. Okay, so let me see if I can get one that's has not crossed, but it has to be above the graph. This one too has crossed. Let me check at the top. Let me check at the top. Okay, so this one is beautiful. This one now is also beautiful. You can see that they are touching and it's at the top, is at the top of the graph. For most times, if it's very, like if it's fat, if it's not this tiny, if it's fatter, it's better. If it's fatter, it's better. If it's not this tiny. So once we understand this, please, anybody can be dropping signal on the group. Okay, you can take your signal by yourself. Everybody should be able to drop signal. If you spot one like that, you drop on the group. You can see this one again. This is a death cross, but it has crossed. If we had caught this trade before all this part, just from this part, then it will make sense. Again, as you can see, after it crossed, you can see that there's a red graph, and also that coin is going bearish, like the coin is going down, the trade is going down. So you can see that it's the MACD indicator. We have several indicators. Okay, we have several indicators, many indicators. We have RSI, we have Bollinger Band, but MACD is one of the best indicator. MACD is one of the best. For me, I think it's the best indicator. You know, I've used the RSI, I've used the, you can see also here, but this one again has crossed. So let's see if I can get one that's this one, beautiful. This is also an indication that a death course is going to happen. So if you monitor this trade and you come back and look at it, you notice that once you start to have like a red graph and also a red candle here, plus this MACD line and the signal line touching each other facing down, then you are good to go. That coin is going to go bearish. So you can enter. Do we have any question? Like I said, this meeting, I don't want it to be too long. It's just for us to understand so that we can be able to take our signals ourselves. I'm also looking for a perfect one. Okay, this one is beautiful. This, you can actually take it for short, because if you also notice, it has touched, that is one, and also it has already started, you can see a red graph there already forming. So like this, you can just set 1% take profit, and or like I said, after this, you go to your MACD. Okay, you search for the coin you want to trade. One of my coin has sold actually. Floki, yeah, the Floki trade that I posted on the group. Yeah, it has sold. Floki something something. I can't remember the name, but it's Floki something something. So you go here, you just tap on any trade. Okay, click on create. All right, you click on create, and you go for trade settings, advanced. Obviously, you must have loaded your trade settings now. So you select the trigger price, then you click on MACD. Okay, if it's golden cross, you select golden cross. That's for long, and then you pick the lesser than zero. Okay, you select the lesser than zero, and then you activate. Okay, and then you wait for it to pick. If you are doing the death cross, okay, which is short, you pick short. You select the death cross, and you select the greater than zero. So that's how you can spot a perfect That's how you can generate your signals, okay? I don't know if anyone, as I am doing this meeting, I don't know if anyone can spot and give us a very good example on any of these coins, so that I will know that we all understood. Because I don't want to be hearing drop signal, drop signal. All of us have to be dropping signal now, okay? So if one person is busy, if we can understand this, it will be very, very easy, because there will be no signal will be surplus, basically. So do we have any question, please, so that we can take questions? And also you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Someone said, how am I supposed to? How am I? You say check LQTY. How am I supposed? Why you not unmute yourself and tell me? Me that I was sharing my screen. Why did you unmute yourself and tell me? You that judge. Okay, let's check it. Let's check LQT. Yeah, above. Yeah. Good evening, ma. I noticed some signal that is for long, but the cross is about to happen at the upper part. What's the trick, or what else do we do? Okay, so if you notice that it has not touched, it is about to touch. Like Leader George, told us that we should even when we see the signal, we should also check it. Like we should also set it with the MACD. So when you are seeing that is about to cross, okay, okay, so why we actually, so this is the thing, let me explain. The MACD is an automated indicator in RoyalQ, okay, right? You can use it to automatically set your trade. But the thing is, before that trade is going to peak, it takes time. It takes time for the trade to, it might take time for it to peak. It might take time for that particular trade to meet the MACD condition, which is either the golden cross or the death cross, whichever one you are setting. Whichever one you are setting, it takes time. So because we cannot wait, time is money now, because we cannot wait, we look out for it manually. Okay, usually it's not supposed to be manually done. Is for you to just go to your RoyalQ app. If you are longing, is golden cross. If you are shorting, is death cross. Okay, but it's because time is money, and most times, say, if you set it before that criteria is met, it can take hours, it can take a day, it can even take sometimes days. So we actually go to the chart and look for it manually. We try to look for the condition, the MACD condition, manually. I'm not the co-host. I made you a co-host now. It's like network threw you out.
Let me say something about the question. If you see the signal is for long and the cross is happening at the upper part, you leave it. You leave it for a long trade. Because normally we are supposed to enter long for a coin that has that is down, that is very down. We are supposed to enter short for a coin that has pumped a lot. You understand? We are supposed to enter long for a coin that has gone down a lot. We are supposed to enter short for a coin that has gone up a lot. So if you are seeing a cross happening at the upper side, sometimes it's very dicey. That is why when we are introducing the MACD, they gave us 4 examples, as in 2 examples of the cross and 2 of the golden cross and 2 examples of the death cross. And they told you that this one is the best. The point where a golden cross happen should be at the downside. so that you know that yes, the coin is at the down. The next place to go is up. Then the death cross will happen at the up. So if you see a signal that the death cross is happening at the down, just leave it. You understand? We have so many coins. So get the one that the cross is happening at the right upper or the bottom. Please. Thank you. Please go back to that coin you open now. I want to explain something. So okay, sometimes it will look as if it want to cross, it want to kiss. If you now decide that let me enter it without setting MACD, sometimes it will just divert and start going up. For those with good capital, for those with enough margin calls, and for those with the doubling up strategy, they might not feel it. You understand? Because it will even favor them if the coin goes up and buy their margin calls, if they enter the trade without setting MACD. Because sometimes the coin will do as if it wants to kiss, and before you know, it will start going against you. If you have small capital and you now enter that kind of coin, you know that you will be liquidated. So that's why we are saying always, even if it wants to kiss, it wants to cross, set it with MACD, so that if it does not cross, MACD will not start that trade for you. If it starts going against you, MACD will not start that trade for you. Instead of you to be in huge floating loss or get liquidated, MACD will not start the trade for you until MACD confirms that it has crossed before it will start. You understand? So that is it. Rasha, you can continue.
I'm sure if we have any question, please let's ask questions. Or if you don't, if you also still do not understand, please you can indicate so that we can explain again. If you have questions, please let us ask questions, please.
Let's ask question because Simon, you can unmute yourself.
Okay. Can unmute yourself and ask your question.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I
Good
actually
evening, sir.
wanted to ask because there was a time when we were trading, um, we were taught to do like to use is it short signals. Maybe when a coin is high, sometimes you can just get a short or fast, maybe 1 or 2%, even as it is high. So me, that period, I was enjoying it, and suddenly most of my coins that I did, all of them just ran down and have been liquidated seriously. So in case somebody want to start all over now, um, sorry, I wanted to ask one question that has escaped me now again.
Sorry, you started trading sports, futures?
No, sports, then
You
not
don't get
futures.
liquidated on sports.
As in the coins went down, and up to now I've not been able to, they've not come up again. They went down,
Yeah,
down,
that's
down,
for
down,
sports
down.
now. That's for sports.
Yes, that's what's
Sports, you just require waiting time. When the
yeah.
market is down, you just, is either you you open more margins, okay, you wait, or you can replenish. So those are the things you can do if you're trading spots and your coins are down. You can either open more margins if you want to keep making profits, open more margins, or you can do manual replenishment, or you wait.
Okay.
So, but spots don't have liquidation. Okay, there's nothing like liquidation in sports. Sports, you own the asset, you bought it, you have it, it's your own. It's just that the value has reduced. So once the coin starts pumping, you will get profit. So that Peter say wait for the next bull bull run. Do you have any other question, please? If you don't ask question, you we need to be dropping signal. Leader Mr. Booker, Leader Florence, you will drop signal tonight. Mr. Booker, you will drop signal. Leader Florence, nothing like signal. Oh, you will be dropping signal for us. In fact, we'll be taking turn. Today will be like Leader Florence that will be dropping signal. Tomorrow, Leader Booker. Next tomorrow, 10th is not St. Martin is not here. Crypto Week. You will drop signal the next time. Leader Lucy will drop. That's it. We'll be rotating it. Everybody will be
Leader
dropping
Share.
signal one by one. Eh.
Leader Share. That means people want to blow your account too. You want to blow
You
your
will not
account?
blow it. You will not change that. Leader Florence. Leader Florence. Do you understand the death cross and the
Ma,
golden cross?
ma.
Do you understand the death cross and the golden cross now? Can
Yes,
I get
yes,
a question for we are
I
not blowing
understand.
our account. You cannot enter all signals now. Take the one. You see, like if you know that your capital can carry two signals, once you take two signals, you rest. Any other signal that is flying around, you remove your face. If you know that it's three signals at a time you are taking, once you enter three trades, you remove your eyes. Me, like I said, I'm now single. I'm now entering the market because there was a coin that has been holding me. We're doing by force love. Serious by force love. I did not enter any trade because I know. I did not use my backup. I did not use anything because I know that I'm waiting for that coin to sell. So all the signal that was being dropped, all the signal I was dropping, I was not entering it. Can I get a margin configuration for $10? First buy in amount and 5x. What is your actual capital? Your first buying amount is $10. What is your, please, you can unmute yourself. Your first buy amount. We will need your capital. We cannot work with first buying amount. First
That's
buying
why I
amount.
think
It's too
I'm
much.
seeing you new. I'm seeing you new. Do we have new people in this zone? I'm seeing new names.
Please, if you are new here, you do not have an activated robot. Please type new on the chat. You do not have an activated robot. Please type new on the chat, okay, so that we can briefly do an introduction. If you are here with us and you do not have an activated robot, please type new on the chat. OBC, me, I've not seen you before. I've not. Are you in our futures group? OBC. New. We have. You don't have an activated robot. You are new. Okay. So this business, I can hear you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, Coach George, I'm the one that have been chatting you since afternoon. I don't know if you remember me. So I already got this thing. I already got the account. Understand? So I've been asking you some certain questions. That's why I decided to join it because when I saw him post about the MACD, this thing. So I decided to join to actually learn, because I've been trying to understand the thing, how to set the MACD when executing a trade. Understand? But I didn't see the thing on YouTube, because I watch. I couldn't understand it. So I said, as when I saw him post the thing, I said, make I join the training, live trading, so I can understand. But now you said, now with this simple explanation you did here, and I understand it. So I just don't know if I can get just to configure the magic course, that thing. So that's it.
Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. That $60. Chat me after the Zoom. So we know how to set up the $60. But okay. Okay, maybe I'll give you my set, but you will need a backup. I don't know if I told you, because I told you to go and watch our last week Wednesday and Thursday Zoom and the winning strategy. Even if your capital is 60, you will need another 60 as backup capital. So me, I'm using $50 as my capital. I have a backup of another $50. You understand? So my $100 is for one trade at a time. You understand? 50 is for the my first buy and my margin call. Then the backup capital 50 is for manual replenishment when the coin proves to be stubborn. You understand? So that one is for reserve. I don't use it to enter any other coin. I leave it there. It's for the ongoing trade to make sure that I conquer it and win. Okay, so that is how we have been fighting liquidation in our team. So we'll discuss, but you will try to increase the 60 to 100 so you can split it 50-50. 50 for capital, 50 for backup to do manual replenishments in case the coin goes against you. So that is one of our strategy. Okay, so I think someone said new. Is it only this person? I think I'm seeing Issa. Issa, I've not seen. I don't think I've seen you. I don't know. I don't think I've seen that name in our Zoom. Okay, okay. Since we have a new person, though you are welcome. You are welcome to our Zoom meetings. We do have it daily, Mondays to Saturdays, 8:30 Nigerian time. No African time, 8:30 Nigerian time. On Sundays we rest. So we do more our introduction to cryptocurrency and RoyalQ happens on Tuesdays and on Saturday. So we take that days to introduce what cryptocurrency is and what RoyalQ is doing for us, to our new members, to tell them about the business. Then on Mondays, we do talk about technical analysis, a practical class. On Wednesdays and Thursdays is also teaching, practical teaching, how we use the robot to make money, to the robot to help us to make money from the crypto market. Then Friday, we talk about new user orientation, how to use the app uh, and what you need to know on inside the app. So that is our routine in our team. Okay, so the RoyalQ business, because you are here today and we still have time, normally our Zoom is 8:30 to 9:30. I'll take just 5 minutes to let me summarize what RoyalQ is. It's an amazing business. We started in 2021, and up till now we are still we are still involved in the business. The business involves you activating the robot for 1 year with $120. You pay for the subscription, then you link it after you subscribe for the robot to work for you for 1 year. You link it to your Binance or other exchanges. You understand, through a secured API. You understand, the robot does not have permission to withdraw your money. Your capital stays in your exchange. You don't send your capital to anybody. You don't send your capital, which will be in USDT. You keep it in your exchange, safe and secured. So you just link your RoyalQ account to your exchange, maybe Binance, Bybit, and the rest. You link it so that the robot will help you to trade cryptocurrencies. Whether you want to trade in the sports market or you want to trade in the futures market, the robot will help you. All you have to do, you have to give it a settings. We call it the margin configuration settings. Because of the robot, we not know how many, what's your capital, and how many coins you want to trade. So we are here to put you through on how many trades your capital can afford and the settings you give to your robot. So we give our settings based on our capital to the robot to help us make money from the coin. So that is how the robot works for us. As I'm talking to you now, live trades are ongoing. You understand this? Today from 5 o'clock Nigerian time starts a new day for us, and I think 2 trades have sold for $5. I made $5 from them. Okay, so while we are doing all that things, the robot is working for us because crypto market works 247. 247. So that is why we pay for the subscription of the robot, so that it will help us monitor the market and make profit for us. You understand? So in the sports trading, there's nothing like loss of funds, but there's what we call the waiting time. And in rare case, like one in 1,000 or 2 in 1,000 or 1 in 100, you will find that a bad coins will be delisted from the exchange. So that is just the what trading in the sports can let's say the one of the drawbacks of trading in the sports is that when the exchange delists a coin, and if you're in that coin, you have to convert the remaining money in the coin, because any coin marked for the listing, automatically that coin will go reduce in value. So it will affect you as a sports trader. But it happens once in 100 cases. Okay, so that is for sports. But apart from the delisting of a coin, uh in sport trade, there's no risk, there's no loss. You understand? The robot buys at a price and sell at a higher price, and that is the sport. Now, RoyalQ had to include features into, because when RoyalQ started in 2021, it was only sports trading. You understand? But in 2022, that is the bear season of last crypto season. So when the bear season came, RoyalQ lost so many members because of, in the bear season now, we sports traders, we hardly make money. You understand? It's only those that makes money in the bear season in the sport are those that have huge capital that can buy plenty deep. So most people that came into RoyalQ with $100 that time in the bear season of 2022, their trade went down that they had to abandon RoyalQ. So because of that, RoyalQ now had to add features in preparation for the coming bear season, so that in features, the robot helps us to make money from both ways movement, whether coins are dropping in value, whether coins are going down or coins are going up. The robot helps us to make money from both ways. You understand? So that is why features was introduced, so that even in the bear season, traders will be making money. In any season, we'll be making money. The robot will be working. So that is where we are now. And we do this teaching for features coming up with good strategy that will help you not to be liquidated, because in futures you get liquidated when you don't use the right settings and you are not principled or you are greedy. And once you are liquidated in futures, you lose the money. You understand? But futures gives you a higher chance of making good profits, huge profits in the crypto space. You can see someone with $10 making more than $200 as profits. So with the right entry price, with the right opportunity, um, with the right mindset, uh, you make it through the futures market. Okay, so in RoyalQ, apart from the 120 you pay for your gas for the robot subscription, you are supposed to keep at least 20% of your capital in your exchange for gas fees. You understand? So it's just the robot is like your car. You understand? You have bought your car, but before you can drive it, you need to put fuel. You understand? So these fees, these fuel fees, will remain in your RoyalQ account. That is the money you'll be sending to your RoyalQ, your fees. Anytime the robot makes profit for you, you keep 100% of the profits in your exchange. Remember, your capital stays in your exchange. Capital that can be as $50, $100, 200, 500, 1,000, 20,000, 50,000, $100,000 can be in your exchange as your capital. You understand? The more capital you have, the more opportunities you will your robot will get to make good profits for you. You understand? So we keep our capital in our exchanges, and the robot helps us in the exchange to buy and sell, to trade. Now the profits the robot makes stays with you 100%. So it's from the gas fees in your RoyalQ. That is where the robot will be deducting gas fees for those work. You understand? You take 100%, the robot takes 20% of that 100% from your gas fees. You understand? So that is how the system, the RoyalQ system, has been running for 4 years plus now. You understand? So most people have used this business. We started this business in 2021. Most people have used this business to build houses, to buy cars, to go on vacation, to do their health surgery, take care of their health, uh, buy lands, do so many things that this RoyalQ business have helped us to achieve. Like me, I bought my first car from this business, and I built my house from this business too, with tenants. So the business is an amazing one. All you have to do is for you to treat it as a business. When you treat RoyalQ as a full-time business, or you treat it as a physical business, you will see results from it. You understand? So it's not a Ponzi scheme. It's not something that you just come deposit money and you go and you wake up to see profits. No, it's a business that you should show concern for, because when you show concern for it, it can change your lifestyle, just as it has changed my own. You understand? So you're welcome once again. And if you still need more explanation, I believe the person that invited you to this Zoom will give you more explanation. But if you still need more, you join us on Saturday for introduction to cryptocurrency and RoyalQ, and on Tuesday, same topic. So you are welcome. Thanks for joining us. So Leader Shari, I don't know if you have anything to say. If not, we'll call it a
Thanks
day.
so much, Leader George. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to all the amazing members.
It's like there's question for you in the chat.
Now, what you explained here now, is it the only thing to look out for while trading with MACD? Yes, and then you set your MACD automatically and let the robot do the rest. How do you manage to take up to 3 or more trades in a day? If MACD usually take time to trigger, that's what I said. That's why we look out for it manually. We don't go and set it automatically. Because if you go to your trade settings and you set it automatically, it takes time. So we look out for the death cross and the golden cross manually on the chart. Okay? So that when we notice that this thing has touched, once they have touched, we know that, okay, it's about to cross. That is a sign that the MACD is about to happen, like the golden cross or the dead cross is about to trigger. Then that's a strong indication. Then you go to the coin you want to, you go to that coin, you do your trade settings, and you enter it with the MACD. If it is a long trade, it is golden cross. If it is a short trade, it is death cross. So you set it in your MACD. Okay. Now when it crosses or it does what it needs to do, your MACD, the trade is going to trigger. Your MACD indicator is going to trigger that trade. But if it's a fake indication, MACD will not trigger. It will not trigger it. So that's why you notice that. Because time is money, we want it to happen fast. We look out for it manually. So we don't waste our time. Once you go and set it, the MACD will trigger. That's if it's the right, if it meets the right condition, your MACD is going to trigger. But if it doesn't, the MACD will not trigger. So that's what I'm trying to explain here. Do you have any other question, please, so that we can call it a day? All right, thank you so much, everyone, to all the amazing members, especially the ones that keep showing up. It's not easy to keep showing up. And I just want to encourage us, please, let us try as much as possible to avoid liquidity. And how do we avoid it? You have to be very, very principled. You have to be disciplined. Okay? I know a lot of times you will be tempted. You know, we have emotions. A lot. I know a lot. When even these 2 days that this particular trade held me down, I wanted to enter a new trade. But I'm like, no. You know, I have to caution myself. Most times I want to enter a coin. I want to increase my first buy to be big. But I'll have to, it's a phase. You have to be learning. You have to keep learning it. Tell yourself, once that thing wants to push you, say, Satan, get behind me and do the right thing. Always remember to do the right thing. You know when you want to do the wrong thing, you know. And I know who I'm talking to in this meeting. I'm talking to Leader Lucy. Leader Lucy, your conscience is to tell you. Why you have to follow your conscience? My leader. All right.
Sorry,
So please.
ma'am,
Yeah.
please, can I ask you something before you go? Yes. This manual you say I should look out for, understand? Looking at it manually, is it that if I set the trade finished, then I will go and activate the trade?
Yeah, you have to activate it now. Once you activate it, it will not start. Once you input the MACD, okay? Once you go to the advanced settings, say for example, it's a long trade. You go to the advanced settings, you choose, in fact, you don't choose golden cross. It's golden cross that will come out since it's long, you are longing. You choose golden cross and Leader George, lesser than 0, right? Oh, that seems to scatter my head sometimes. Yeah, lesser than 0. You select lesser than 0 and then you activate it. All right, you activate it. Once you activate it, you leave it. The MACD is going to pick automatically. Do you understand? You have to click activate.
No wonder, because I
You have
set,
to.
I set the thread since afternoon. I did not activate it, and I was expecting the MACD to trigger it or maybe activate it by
No,
itself. That's why
no.
I've been looking out for it since.
After you do your trade settings, once you do the trade settings, do everything. You go to the advanced settings. You pick on the whether it's dead cross or golden cross. You pick either is greater than 0 or lesser than 0. You have to click on activate. If you don't click on activate, then nothing happens. You've not done anything. You've not done anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
you have to click on activate. Once you click on activate, it's going to pick. It's going to start automatically for you if the condition is met. If it's not a fake, if they are not doing fake kissing, the MACD is going to start the trade. But otherwise, it is not going to start. It is going to wait till that trigger line actually happens. So that's it. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. And we'll see us tomorrow. Tomorrow we have our user orientation. Okay, we have our user orientation tomorrow. Same time. We have our meetings Monday to Saturday, every 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time. So thank you so much. I'm so happy that we have a winning strategy. We are all doing great, and I hope we are not supposed to even get any liquidation again in this our team. So please let us follow the strategy, please, because I don't want us to keep losing money. So thank you so much, everyone. Leader Lucy, follow the strategy. Bye bye, everybody.